video we are going to cut and install the aluminium plinth, or if you're in America, aluminum. The plinth goes in between the floor and base of the unit and hides all of the unit legs, etc. In the first video of this kitchen install I showed how to set the height of all the floor units so that the plinth will fit perfectly without cutting it down. So all of the plinths in this video simply need cutting to the correct length. To cut the plinths I'm using the Evolution sliding mitre saw, which will make this job very easy, as it will cut the plinths perfectly straight with zero burrs. I'm leaving the protective masking on whilst cutting, and I've also placed a block of wood below the clamp to prevent scratching. You can cut the plinth either way up, so whichever is easiest. I have used a piece of sacrificial wood between the plinth and the fence to prevent breakout when exiting the cut. Most of these plinths simply need cutting to length, then the plinth clips are slid into the channel on the rear. These then grip the legs of the units. There are a range of end caps, internal and external corners available. You'll definitely need the internal and external corners for some kitchens, but the end caps are not always needed for straight kitchen runs. These components simply push onto the end of the plinth. I have measured and cut some of these plinths before the final flooring has been installed. Once cut to length, I have removed them until the flooring has been installed. I can then go around and simply clip them all into position. On this island I have inserted a couple of clips and I have used a piece that needs cutting down. The external corner has been fitted and I'm using an offcut to get it in the right position. With the end caps you get roughly 6mm of adjustment. I'm now measuring from the end panel to the plinth end cap and will cut a plinth to suit. I didn't have enough plinth end caps to use them on every single plinth, so I'm only using them where necessary. Now I've cut that side to length, I can now move to the other side and measure that. I'm using an end cap and an external corner here, so these need to be accounted for when doing the cutting. As you can see, the Evolution saw gives us a perfect cut. I guess if you don't have one of these you can use a hacksaw and mitre block, or perhaps a jigsaw and metal cutting blade. I've now put this piece in position and can now measure the final piece. I can do this by laying the two external corners on the floor where they need to be, then measure between the two corners. Remembering to account for how far the plinth will insert into the corner. Once this is cut to size, I can store these bits safely until the flooring is installed. Once the flooring is installed, I can go around, insert the clips and clip all of the plinths into position. Then I can remove the protective masking from the front. In this corner I'm going to install this piece and I'm going to use two end caps. They simply push on. You'll notice that there is a seal on the plinth that needs to go against the floor. can then align the two clips and we can simply push that into position. And to make this easier, we can just remove the skirting board because that's not been glued on yet. You don't need to use a clip on every single leg. On a long run, you can put them about every metre or so. I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching.